All right, baby. What a win, man. Amazing win by the Panthers again last night. And this one kept us on our seat, at the edge of our seat, the entire time. 1-0, man. I mean, Reinhardt gets the goal. You got Kachuk and Sam Bennett with the assists. And you got Barkov getting injured in this game. Bob was just outstanding. And for those of us that lived the 90s, and we got to see that team get to the Stanley Cup and lose to the Colorado Avalanche. And the Avalanche back in those days, they were so loaded, back in those days. And the Cats were a gritty, tough team that clutch and grab and just try to kind of claw your way to victories. You didn't have a lot of offense, but you had a goalie that was on his head the entire time. And for those of you youngins out there that you've heard your big brother, your father, your uncle tell you about the Beezer and how he was amazing, and it is true. Okay, take it from somebody that covered those games back in the mid '90s, and I was there watching that. And last night, the way Bob was just getting, just stabbing the puck out of the air. It just reminded me a lot of the Beezer that when your goalie is on that kind of a roll. I mean, think about this, folks. They rested their goalie after, the four overtimes. Bob came right back and he has not missed a beat for a while now. Ever since the Lion roared for a while and helped the Panthers get into the playoffs, Bob has then been the king of the jungle after that. So to his credit, you got to give Bob a ton of love. I mean, it is amazing the way he has played, and all throughout the night, I'm every once in a while, Bob makes a save, and I'm like, damn, dude, he is just playing amazing. And my wife's like, stop it, you're gonna jinx him, and I'm like, he's just on one of these rolls right now. And this is the reason why the Panthers are going to have a shot at winning the Stanley Cup. And I can start to say that now because you've gone through Boston, Toronto, and you're about to eliminate Carolina now. I mean, dude, Carolina's a hell of a team. And this is the most satisfying series, I got to tell you, for me personally, as a Panthers fan, because I can't stand Carolina. It isn't about any of the New York teams, or it isn't about the Tampa Bay Lightning, or none of that, dude. For me, that's the team that I dislike the most, the Carolina Hurricanes. They have owned the Panthers over the last few years. Even before they acquired Vinny Trocheck, they would pound Vinny Trocheck, and we would do nothing about it. So for me, this is just, hopefully the Barkov injury isn't serious. The good thing is you played well without him yesterday. You got by without him, and you need him for the faceoffs. Obviously, he's been scoring too now lately, and we know he's fantastic in setting his teammates up. So you want to get him back, but man, you've got dogs all over. The aforementioned Sam Bennett. Matthew Kachuk is just awesome. It's just a superstar that is an instigator, a superstar that will play the role of enforcer, a superstar that is physical. You know what I mean? You get some of those every once in a while. The Panthers have one of a handful on the entire planet. A handful. That's how many of those kind of Kachucks there are. There aren't a lot of them. And the Panthers have one of those guys. And that has changed everything here, man. Everything. And let me tell you, watching that player for Carolina, destroy his stick on the way to the locker room, that was classic last night. That was just absolutely awesome that we saw that, because this is the reason you want this, you want something like this to kind of show, because in a way, it's getting to, the Carolina Panthers. They know their season is on the brink. And last night you're watching this, and that part is just absolutely awesome. This guy knows that his season, his team, after everything that they've done, they probably feel they're better than the Panthers. And, the Panthers are probably a really frustrating team because they played like shit most of the year. They weren't really playing up to their potential like they are now. They were underachieving. We were wondering if they would even make the playoffs. A lot like what we have going on with basketball, that they looked mediocre. They couldn't shoot. They couldn't score. They were getting too much respect from Vegas. Now they don't get enough respect. It's the weirdest thing. But it's just awesome to see what the Panthers are doing. Just absolutely phenomenal, man. So Barkov, hopefully that injury is not serious and you can get him back. Bob had 32 saves yesterday. They played physical. You got game 4, Wednesday, TNT, 8 o'clock. We'll see if they can finish it off, man. And listen, hopefully now we'll start getting a long series on the Western Conference side. You know what I'm saying? Like the Heat have to kind of eliminate the Celtics tonight because the Lakers already got eliminated last night. So you definitely got to get your business done today, right? Well, flip side here, if you're the Panthers, get business done, because if Vegas starts, Dallas and Vegas starts to get ugly here and it goes to 7, you're sitting back pretty. Bob gets the rest he hasn't gotten. Remember how they had to go right in and jump in right from, the regular season into the playoffs and from one round to another. And it's been one of those things that they've been free flowing from one to the other. It hasn't been easy. So this team needs a rest, and it would be nice to sit back and watch the Western Conference Series go to 7 games. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Great job by the Panthers taking a 3-0 lead. By the way, folks, don't forget, if your business wants to be a part of our platform and get a ton of exposure, just like Welt and Rayom are proud sponsors here of our program, you can reach out to our business line, 786-754-4664. That's 786-754-4664 if your business wants to be a part of our platform. And you can get new customers, obviously great branding worldwide, as we're getting downloads all over the world, all over the country, all over the state, and of course all throughout South Florida. We are reaching at all levels, from local to national to international. So please reach out if your company wants to get some great exposure. 786-754-4664.